Hey guys, how's it going? Just thought I'd do a home bar Wednesday, home bar Thursday. You know what? I love the idea of homebrew Wednesday, but sometimes Wednesday doesn't work out, and I don't get videos up in time. I don't have anything to say. I wish I was more like Craig from CraigTube. Seems like he always comes on at whatever time. He's like, well, I don't have a whole lot to say, and then he goes on and manages to make a video for like 20 minutes. For me, it's like I could sit here and say, I don't have a whole lot to say, and the video would be 30 seconds and I'd be done. So I was thinking of, instead of making it Homebrew Wednesday, I might do some just home bar videos, HBV instead of HBW, or home brewed videos, HBV. You know what I mean? Something like that, something a little different. Anyway, make videos. It can be your brewing, or just, you know, something out of your bar or something like that. You know, I think it's just a good idea to always be doing something different, and why not do a different video or something. So but as you can see, I sort of came back into it last week. You saw my video that I'm back after being gone for quite a while. Sorry about that. We moved part of the last year. We put the house up for sale, and we went searching, figuring, well, you know, we'll get some time to look for different places. And we had found a house, and we were all excited, ready to move, and put our house up for sale. And then it turns out the other house that we were interested in sold before we got a chance to put an offer in on it. So here we were, our house up for sale, and no house to buy. And so we were scrambling a little bit. Excuse me. I wish I could say this was a beer, but why would I put ice in it? So just an iced tea. So yeah, we were scrambling a little bit, and ended up that we went searching, and we came across another place, and we liked it just as much, or if not more, than the original house. And it had more options and more stuff than we could ever have wanted, and it was cheaper than the first house. So we put an offer in on it, and they accepted it, and it was just a matter of waiting for our other house to sell, and sure enough, it did. So we were spent a month, if you've ever moved, which I'm sure you have, cramming, right? Boxing your whole life up. We probably were at Home Depot and Lowe's a gazillion different times looking for boxes and packing material or whatever, and paper, and, you know, all that accoutrement for moving. But, you know, and it gets stressful in doing all that. So we finally did it, got moved, and you can see here we are. That it's one of the things that this house came with was a full bar, which is awesome. I don't know if you saw my other videos. I was down in my basement. It just had a little spot over there where I had a little bar back and an area. Well, this basement was fully finished, so that was really cool. Has this full bar, and behind the camera here, which I'll show you maybe in another video, there's like a poker table. What I have is a poker table, but I'm thinking of getting a pool table. And then I have a home theater further back, and then over to this side, it's like a big U, right? So it starts here, goes all the way around, goes back. Over there, we got my office, and then a bedroom, and then a storage room, and then where I'm currently doing my brewing and stuff, which is still in the utility room, because that's where I have my fermenter and all my bottles and cleaning supplies. But really, I come out here and do all my cleaning and stuff like that, as opposed to going upstairs in the kitchen and doing that. So she has her spot. So I love it. It turned out really, really great. the best part of this house is that it was fairly new. So all we have to do is add our part to it, painting or decorating and stuff like that. Whereas our other house, we were always working on it, and that kind of sucks after a while. You get tired of that. So not that any of this is all home brew related, but sort of, because this is where I'll be doing more home brewing. You can see the kegerator made it. I've already brewed a couple of batches in this new house, and it's been working out really well. And in fact, my neighbor, when we moved into the house, the first thing I did was bottle up some home brew and walked to the neighbor's house and introduced myself and says, "Hey, just like to introduce myself and let you know I'm a home brewer. In case you see me out in the garage with this big contraption or whatever, I'm not whipping up a batch of crack or anything like that. It's home brew." So I gave him the 6-pack, and he's like, "Wow, we're going to get along very well." So he loved the beer, and it turns out that he likes to barbecue or smoke meat. So he smokes ribs and sausage and stuff. So we have this deal worked out. I give him beer, and he gives me smoked ribs and barbecue and brisket and stuff like that. And I think that's a pretty fair deal. So my current method of transportation is a growler for him. And although it's easy enough, I wish there was a better way to do it. But it's worked out really well. The area is great. So that was part of the reason why I hadn't done videos in a while. And then the other part of last year that kind of sucked pretty bad was my father passed away. He was diagnosed with lung cancer on November 2nd. And on Thanksgiving Day, early morning Thanksgiving Day, he passed away. So we were not expecting that. We didn't know he was really even sick, other than he had this cough that he had for a while. And he went to the doctor, and initially they said it was just a pneumonia. Gave him some stuff, and he made it through that, or didn't make it through that, but it seemed to be okay, but he still had this tickle in his throat, and then they had done some x-rays. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So they found it was lung cancer, and it was just that quick. So, and that hit us pretty hard, because he was a pretty young guy. He was 65. He worked harder than all of us combined. He had basically two full-time jobs at being 65, and because he loved both of them. And then he was gone, so that just left my mom and us, and so it was kind of devastating. And so I didn't really feel much like doing videos and stuff, but it's been almost a year now, and we've sort of got settled, and everything's sort of figured out for Mom and all that, and so I'm back making videos again. We'll see if we can't come up with some good stuff. Video is like my entry back into doing homebrew Wednesdays, or home brewed videos, or homemade videos, or home bar videos, or something like that. We'll see how it all turns out, but I'm looking forward to it. I got a great little space here, and I think it'll turn out pretty well, and hopefully you guys enjoy the videos a little more. And I promise you, next time I will have a beer. I wasn't really prepared. I just sort of grabbed the camera and decided to start shooting, and so we went from there. I wish I had some great words of wisdom for you, but I don't, so I'll just leave you with me cleaning a glass again, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.